Well, praise Jesus, everybody. Thank you for joining me on The Lookout Guy. It is Saturday, the 14th of May. It is almost summer. And here in San Diego County, where I broadcast from, the sky is blue, the air is warm, and it is a beautiful spring day. And there's going to be a big red blood moon, total eclipse of the moon. The sun, whatever, the blood moon, tomorrow, Sunday, the 15th. And it's going to be like 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, 9-ish, I don't know, Central time. But it is going to be visible throughout, I guess, the western part of the upper 48 states in the United States. But anyhow, lots of things going on in the news, but today, just to solidify my featuring of Tracy Bickford, Amanda Foote from Canada, and Rick Snider from Canada, country musicians, and Tracy Bickford is from Florida, another country bumpkin from Florida, the other side of the coast, the other side of the states. So I've got 3 new songs all released. 2 new songs released early this week from Amanda Foote called Get By Me. Tracy Bickford just released Are You With Me? And these are 2 awesome songs. And I've got 2 of them from Rick Snider. He's got one called Country Soil. It's going to drop on the 20th, he says. It's going to drop on the 20th, so I don't have it yet. But I do have 2 songs from him. One of his most recent ones, less than a year ago, called The Road. And that will followed by the conclusion of this short podcast episode of The Lookout Guy. That's Who I Am, also by Rick Snider. So Get By Me, Amanda Foote, Tracy Bickford with Are You With Me? And Rick Snider, The Road. And That's Who I Am. So we've all probably heard about the United States shortage of baby formula. My 3 children in the 80s needed formula. I don't know if it was Similac or another one. I don't remember. They're in their 30s right now. But, it doesn't matter your age, your color, financial status. Lots of people depend on that, and the news is out that one guy thinks he's a really nice guy bringing pallets of baby formula. Part of the reason for the shelves being emptied, one major supplier in Michigan is still not in production yet because of a possible contamination, and the studies have showed that the contamination did not come from the plant. So lots of red tape involved in that. But pallets of baby formula being brought to the Mexican-American border for, quote, immigrants, end quote. So that is not cool at all. And you can use biblical scriptures. A man who doesn't supply for his family is worse than an infidel. And there's another one. We have to support our own, and it is just a very unfortunate thing among so many other things going on in the United States. And then there's this movie by Dinesh D'Souza, 2,000 Mules. A mule is somebody who carries ballots, and I believe they're getting something like, I don't know, $5 per ballot or something like that. But 2,000 people were carrying fake ballots in the last 2020 elections, and the election really was stolen. And it is really hard to get mainstream media to cover some of this stuff, but it is being covered. It's on record. It is in the Department of Justice, the DOJ, and all that stuff. And there's lots of crazy things going on in the world, and I just had to mention that before getting into. But let's pray for mothers, families across the United States, for the biggest thing right now affecting our born children, let alone unborn children. Each state will be responsible for their own laws, and it's really a mess. But we're supposed to be really privileged to live in these times. But let's pray for the United States, pray for families, and pray for each other, and love one another. Amen. Praise Jesus. So let's get into Amanda Foote with Get By Me, followed by Tracy Bickford, Are You With Me? Rick Snider with The Road, and That's Who I Am. And I'll say it again, stay tuned for Rick Snider's upcoming release on the 20th, just 6 days from now. I guess it's going to be next Friday, for Country Soil. Rick Snider and Tracy Bickford, Rick Snider and Amanda Foote, both from Canada, and Tracy Bickford from Florida. On the lookout, guy.
Thinking about you now, baby, how you wrecked my heart. Be no captain or crown to get me by. Chase it down into the dark of my mind. It's just temporary, Lord, help me tonight. No captain or crown will get me by. Help you forget, but I still see you in my bed. And when I go home, I'm all alone. Now I'm here in this so dark instead. Be no captain or crown to get me by. Chase it down into the dark of my mind. It's just temporary, Lord, help me tonight. No captain or crown will get me by. Been praying, begging you, let me go. I know this road of life is meant to walk alone. Be no captain or crown to get me by. Chase it down into the dark of my mind. It's just temporary, Lord, help me tonight. Be no captain or crown to get me by. Chase it down into the dark of my mind. It's just temporary, Lord, help me tonight. Be no captain or crown to get me by. Chase it down into the dark of my mind. It's just temporary, Lord, help me tonight.
said, slow down, son, but it's always been my way. Stage lights in the honky-tonks, always been a part of me. I've always been a country boy, and I guess I'll always be. The overheads hit me and the amps turn up real loud. I forget where I'm going, I just know I'm here right now. Smoke fills the stage and the crowd is on their feet. Get lost in this moment, it's where I wanna be. My home, trying to make a living, gotta get this dog a bone. Heard about that dream and I'm trying to chase it down. With a six string in my hand, another show in another town. Up real loud, I forget where I'm going, I just know I'm here right now. Smoke fills the stage and the crowd is on their feet. Get lost in this moment, it's where I wanna be. Miles an hour on a back road out of town. Done wore out my welcome, she don't want me around. Had to get to getting where the getting was good. Daddy and the shotgun convinced me I should. Heading back to somewhere that I never should have been. Never learned my lesson, probably do it all again. That's who I am. That's who I am. That's who I am. Born to ride on the wild side, I walk the line, now here's a sign, that's who I am. Rode into a border town, had to rest my head. Got into the bottle when I should've got in a bed. Found myself in trouble and spent the night in jail. Still hear my daddy's words, son, you're going off the rails. Heading back to somewhere that I never should have been. Never learned the lesson, probably do it all again. That's who I am. That's who I am. That's who I am. Born to ride on the wild side, I walk the line, now here's your sign. That's who I am. Heading back to somewhere that I never should have been. Never learned my lesson, probably do it all again. That's who I am. That's who I am. That's who I am. Born to ride on the wild side, I walk the line, now here's a sign. That's who I am. That's who I am. That's who I am.
All right. Thank you for joining me on The Lookout Guy. I'm Michael Tobin, your Lookout Guy. Well, I just don't know what to do with myself today. I've become somewhat of a loner the past few years. Since 2008, actually. It keeps getting deeper and deeper into lonerness. I moved to northern San Diego County, and you would think that I moved to a different country or something. But it's hard to get a hold of friends who are available to do something. And one of my peeves is with telephones. People get so many phones. They switch their phones all the time. And they overlook saving their contact list. So when I call people, quite frequently, somebody says, who's this? And I'm like, oh my God, don't you got my name in your phone? Oh, I'm sorry, man, I just got a new phone. I lost my phone or whatever. And it's like, I'm guilty of the same thing too. But I don't know, there's something about phones people don't like anymore. We have to communicate with each other on Messenger, Facebook of all things. Oh my God, what a catastrophe. It's a disaster. So I don't know if I should. I got two free tickets to movie tickets, and I don't know if I'm going to go see Top Gun by myself. I might go to the beach. There's a lot of things going on in San Diego. SoCal Taco Fest in San Diego City at the harbor. There's a thing going on up here in North County, San Diego. Lots of things going on. But yeah, it's pushing 1 o'clock already. It's 12:19. It's a Saturday. Beautiful day. So I have got to get out of the house. This has been a quick one. Anybody have any ideas? Maybe shoot for another weekend? Give me a call if any of my friends are listening. Man, speaking of listening, I don't know, one more thing. I want to go into my statistics. I don't go into them very often, but it shows a 30-day graph of listeners. And for today, I've already got 4 downloads. Somebody's downloading my things. And April 21st, 32 downloads, 1 live play, and 32 downloads. That's pretty good for a day. Let's see. I've got 2,726 total downloads. Holy mackerel. And that's so many downloads. But anyways, I don't know who listens really, except for the artists that I feature. I might post it in a group page or something, but on my own, I kind of cut off my nose to spite my face because I got off of Twitter and Instagram like a year and a half ago. There's something strange, and I should be off by those standards. I should be off of Facebook as well, but I'd really be cutting off my face to spite my head if I was to do that, because I've got a blog, and all of my hits on my blog were from Twitter, and quite a bit from Google, whatever that Google thing is, where you post your music and all that stuff. But man, it's pretty tough being a podcaster. And, being a podcaster is kind of like being an artist of any kind, musician artist, painting artist, sculpture artist. We've got podcasters. You remember, I'm in my 50s. I'm pushing 60, really. I'm 58 years old, but we had people that were, CB radio enthusiasts. We had people in the 80s that were computer enthusiasts with Pong and all those, the first games, Pac-Man that came out. They were computer enthusiasts, and when you're some type of a hobbyist, you kind of have an element of being a loner. So I'm one of those loners that tries to pretend like I'm not a loner. I go around smiling like everything is okay and everything. But anyways, I say all that to say again, if you got any ideas, drop me a note on my Facebook page. Say, hey, what's going on? I'm crying for help. No, I'm not crying for help. But yeah, I don't know. Today I'm kind of stir crazy. The weekends haven't always. It's very rare to have a beautiful blue sky, warm weekend. I know a lot of people are battling the black ice, the freezing rain, the snowstorms up in the Midwest, East Coast, hurricanes, tornadoes, and all of that stuff. You guys really know what I mean. Here in sunny Southern California, and for that matter, Florida. I don't know. We kind of shoot for the best weather to go out. Me, if I didn't have a job, or if I had a job where I didn't have to pretend like I needed or act like I needed a job while I'm doing my job, I would be out. Rain, cloudy, I don't care. I just love the water. And I think that's probably where I'm going to be heading, about 24 or 28 miles from where I'm at. Oh, by the way, let's mention Laguna Hills. Laguna Hills is, I don't know, maybe 70 miles north of me. Coastal views. Can you believe it? Over 20 mansions are dust now. 20 mansions and huge, beautiful homes in Laguna Hills burnt to the ground, all within a couple of days. And over 11 homes. When they say structures, they actually mean homes this time. Damaged by a fire that was just spawned on by winds going up canyons. It was like it was just must have been horrendous to be there. But one man, he was smiling when he looked at his home in ashes because nobody was hurt and nobody died. And that, to me, spoke volumes because, we like to think of what is the mindset of the wealthy? Well, the wealthy are kind of like lawyers and engineers. They think differently unless something just happened and they couldn't help but become wealthy. But people who are self-made, they think differently. They're a little bit more on the positive and the practical. Imagine going to your home. And it's not insurance and stuff like that, but that's another point that I want to bring up. How many of those people are going to, they're faced with collecting their insurance now. How many are going to stay in California? I would venture to say that the majority of those 20 homeowners, and maybe they already have multiple homes, but how many are going to rebuild? I don't think hardly any of them are going to rebuild there. I just don't think so. But to look at your home in the dust and smile, that is awesome. Very awesome. So kudos to that guy, and kudos to anybody who, when they face trials, hardships, you can still smile, because there are things that the darkness of the cloud that hovers above us doesn't allow us to see, but somehow there is a ray of light that you could still see, and there is something to smile about. So God bless you guys, everybody. A little wordy here, but it's not 1 o'clock yet, so I'm still getting out of the home early. I might go see Top Gun, and I might go to the beach. I don't know. I won't know until I get in my car. God bless you guys. Thank you for joining me once again on the Lookout Guy podcast. I'm Michael Tobin, your Lookout Guy. And here's my conclusion instrumental again. Nobody has guessed what theme song this is. I could use this as my intro, and it's not my official intro. It's not my official outro, but nobody's guessed yet. It's a hard one.